Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Kenz.
And this is Allison.
And welcome to our
Spicy Book Nook.
So it's a few days after Christmas, so merry happy holidays. I hope everybody had a good holiday and was able to celebrate and, do a bunch of stuff and be happy.
Relax. Spend time with family.
Read some books.
Yeah. Take time for you.
I definitely did. I got through 2 whole freaking books in a day and a half. And I was like...
Three? Yeah.
Oh, I finished Savage Lover too. So technically...
Yeah.
3. But one thing that I did want to talk about, which is really, really awesome. So my husband's mom actually got me a super large gift card to Barnes & Noble. And then Barnes & Noble, being Barnes & Noble in just that store,
had their hardcover
sale,
yeah.
which I'm a hardcover girl. I don't know about you.
I actually kind of like paperbacks more just because they're flimsy.
See,
it depends on the book, I guess. Like special editions and stuff like that. Like I like the hardcovers, but like
I want to smack it.
I don't know. There's something about a like flimsy paperback that I like.
Nope. I want to be able to smack it and beat it up and it not actually get beaten up.
Have like indentions and stuff on the.
Nah, not that hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Barnes & Noble had their 33% off hardback sales. It actually goes through, I think, tomorrow, right? It's the 26th through the 28th. Yeah. So it's 3 days, 33% off. See what they did there? 333. And I ended up getting, I think, like 6 books.
I got way too many.
You got a lot.
I was not going to get a lot until I was walking out and saw Lore Olympus. And I was like, oh, look, they have all of them on sale.
With special editions. And she was like, I'm going to do it. And I definitely was like, you should do it. Hype man.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that kind of leads into the first thing that I want to talk about. So there's a lot of like controversy between buying online versus going to like brick and mortar actual stores. So how do you feel? How do you feel about that?
I'm hit or miss. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's nothing I like more than actually walking into a bookstore and smelling all the books and the pages, normally coffee with them. I could walk around a bookstore for legitimately hours looking at every single book. The thing is, I go to online for convenience. So like if I want a whole series, if I want all of them to match, be all paperback or hardcovers or whatever, or if I need them like ASAP, then I will get them online through Amazon. Otherwise,
through Amazon, Allison.
Amazon. I know, terrible, but then I don't get to use my points for Barnes and Noble. And they normally don't have like the full series.
At least Amazon delivers their pre-orders on time.
Yeah, that is true.
So frustrating. So frustrating.
Bam, what are you doing? I have never gotten a pre-order.
Oh, that's true. Yours kept getting canceled.
They keep getting canceled for no reason. And then I have to go to a different store the day it releases to go find a fucking pre-order.
Ken's just picks up 3 of them.
I mean, lifesaver. But yeah, it's happened like 2 or 3 different times. Both me and Samantha have had our BAM pre-orders just canceled randomly. Amazon never does that. Ever.
Amazon will just...
To me. But yeah. I haven't had any issues. And you can get them pretty quickly.
I try as hard as I can to buy from like bookstores in general. I try not to get from Amazon. I try to just get from bookstores, whether that be online or whether that's going in. If it's a book that I don't need like right away, then I'm totally okay with, either going into the store or ordering from the store online. Because usually if they don't have them in store, you can still order them. But when it comes to pre-orders, I definitely am like, I need my books now. So like, for example, House of Flame and Shadow comes out January 30th.
Yeah.
I have it pre-ordered from Barnes & Noble.
I have the Target edition. Samantha has the Walmart one.
Okay.
So we all have different pre-order stories.
So I'm most likely, because I know Barnes & Noble is not going to have it to me on time,
gonna go get a copy.
I'm most likely going to go get a copy.
Same.
From
just
either Walmart or Target.
I want to be able to read it the day it comes out.
No. We're doing a trip, Allison.
Okay, I want to have it the day it comes out, and I won't read it at all.
If you read it,
not one page.
Don't ruin it for everybody.
I won't. Sam won't be able to come either.
Why?
Because it's Lily's like birthday month-ish, and she doesn't know where they're going, what they're doing, or anything like that. So,
well, happy birthday to me. Okay, Lily.
it'll be us. It'll just be me and you.
No, I
and
think
Ella.
Ella's gonna come.
Yeah.
Okay.
Girl trip.
Okay. Well, regardless, we'll have a Barnes and Noble because we can just go to Barnes and Noble too. I'm sure that they're gonna have some in stock. We'll just have to get there early.
As long as they're not like BAM, where they put all of their pre-orders behind the counter to save for people who have not paid for them yet. Literally the most frustrating time ever. Ever.
But we'll be able to get all of the different versions, at least for like Walmart, Target, Barnes and Noble, Books A Million. We'll have those.
I think
different
Sam
versions.
also has a Books A Million one if that does not get canceled.
Well, we will be able to read those. It will be a great time, and we will be doing like
A
live
trip.
captures
Yeah.
of our faces as we're reading these books.
We're going to take a whole trip so we're not interrupted, and we're going to read all weekend.
We're gonna read, and
Have
drink
snacks.
wine.
Snacks and drinks and read.
It's gonna be absolutely fantastic. But yeah, so for the most part, I try to buy from actual bookstores and not Amazon.
Yeah.
Although Amazon has got some exclusive editions
That are really nice.
that are really, really pretty. So I have 2 of them on pre-order right now. I have 5 Broken Blades that comes out in May. And then I have The Familiar by Lee Bardugo. Both exclusive editions, both just super pretty. And I'm
The thing is with
okay with
ordering from Amazon, I think the reason why I do it so often is because I can make a list of the books I want, and I can have them all be either paperback or hardcover or whatever I want, and then I can just go add to cart and just add all of them, and then that's where it gets dangerous because I end up buying a shit ton of books at one time.
Speaking of a shit ton of books at one time, we're gonna go into our December reads.
Oh yeah.
So December was, I don't want to say short because it wasn't really short. I
just had a lot going on.
I read 4 different books this month, which is pretty good for me, right? Like I take big breaks in between different series and different books. I'm starting to get a little bit better. I'm starting to manage my time better. So I actually got through 4 books this month, which is super cool. So I finished Iron Flame finally.
Whoa!
I technically count
owes
that.
me a Barnes and Noble trip.
We went to Barnes and Noble
It doesn't
yesterday.
count. It doesn't count because we were already gone. You owe me another one.
Anyway, I finished Iron Flame day after I told her I was going to. Whoops.
Yeah.
And then I started the Brutal Birthright series. We both did.
Yeah.
And I finished the first 3 so far.
I'm like 100 pages, less than 100 pages left on the third one.
On the third one.
Mainly because I keep getting busy.
Yeah. It happens. It's the end of the year. There's a lot of things going on. Holidays, whatnot.
Family.
But speaking of that, for our Brutal Birthright series, we're actually doing just small 30-second reel reviews of kind of what we thought about it. It's spice level, star rating, and then like the basic tropes that are in it. So if you want to see those, go check it out.
We already have one out.
One out, and another
2.
one's coming out tomorrow. And then whenever you finish Savage Lover, we'll do that one.
I'll finish that one, and I'll try to finish the next book.
Yeah. I'm going to finish the next one soon. I'm very excited.
They're only like 250-ish.
The next one is
pages.
Dante.
I really like Nero.
When I
Oh, okay. Don't tell me. Does something happen where you're like...
We're doing 30-second reviews. You'll see it later.
Okay.
But little backstory on Brutal Birthright. It's mafia romance, all 6 books.
It follows mainly 2 families.
Yep, 2 families.
The Irish and the Italians.
Yep, the Griffins and the
Gallows?
Gallos.
No, I say Gallows.
I'm pretty sure it's Gallos.
It's the double L Italian, so it's probably a Y. I don't know.
I'm sorry, we're butchering it.
Yeah.
We still love them regardless.
Yeah.
But it follows each sibling. So the first one kind of introduces the families, and they marry 2 from each family.
Arranged marriage.
Lots of forced proximity.
We're here for it. Yeah. Enemies to lovers.
And then each subsequent book goes into a different sibling and their relationship and just all the stuff that comes along with that.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good. My only thing is like, It's a 6-book series of just romance books.
Well,
And like I love
kinda-
romance books.
That's why I'm more of a romantasy girly, because I feel like there's more action and more things to like keep me entertained. Again, when this is like a romance series that's like 6 books long, eventually you're like, all right, yep, they're gonna meet, they're gonna have something happen, they're gonna fall in love.
It just becomes a little bit predictable towards the end of them, but that's not saying that they're not good.
They're
really
still
good books.
Yeah.
They're all standalones technically, but
kind of
they have information about the
spoilers.
other siblings.
Yeah.
So that's actually the only reason why we're reading this series, because we had no idea it existed. Because we've talked about before the Kingmaker series that we got from Bookish Box
was
not too
supposed
long
to
ago.
be our December reads. And my sister messaged me as we were at PAX. She's like, by the way, I found out there's another series you need to read before Kingmakers. So here you go. Here's the in order video of the ones you need to read.
But I mean, I'm kind of excited to know about the parents, right? Because now I'm falling in love with these parents and
then
their
we're gonna
characters,
see their
but now I
kids,
their babies,
and then how their kids fall in love with each other.
The first book is about
I cannot wait for
Savage Lover's kid. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I was gonna say the one like kid that I cannot wait to meet is Nessa and Miko's kid.
There's not a book about him.
He's not in the next series.
I don't think so.
He, she,
it.
them. Sad.
No.
They were like, that was one of my favorite ones so far.
That I have finished the 3rd one, and it is my favorite one so far. Still,
Yeah. Second one's really, really good.
It is.
You should go read it.
It is. Definitely book Rex.
Miko has the Draco Malfoy-esque going on with the like bright blonde, almost white haired, covered in tattoos,
neck down.
Just
I love
bad boy energy.
I love when she's talking about the spots on his body without tattoos.
It's like the like one spot without tattoos. Yeah.
So that's the book that that's the series that we're currently reading for December. After December, how many books have you read this year, Allison? Because it's December of 2023.
So,
we're starting a new year.
I actually had a decent year. The first part of it was pretty slow, but then I started classes, teaching, and I was able to read more in class. So by the end of the year, I should have 39.
Ooh.
After the Brutal Birthright series. I'm going to try to squeeze in another book just so I hit 40, and I don't know if I'm going to make it. We have like what? A week? Maybe? Less than a week?
No, it's the 27th. You have 4 days.
5 days.
To finish
5 books,
4
4
and a
days.
half books.
Yeah. Well, then plus an extra book to make it to 40.
No, I was counting.
Oh,
the
that
extra.
one. Yeah. So pretty much 5 books, 4 days. That's fine. I could do it. We'll see if I make it. Yeah. 39 books.
That's pretty good. That's honestly not bad.
It's not bad.
For like having a lot of things going on. I think I'm at like 15, maybe.
Yeah.
So you're doing better than I am.
Yeah.
But I also, this year, we're going to go into a little bit of our favorites because we can't not talk about our favorites.
Yeah.
So I read Crescent City 2 this year. I'm pretty sure I read Crescent City 1 this year.
Well, that was the first book of my year.
Was
Crescent
it?
City 2. It's the first one on my little library shelf. So I have this spicy book talk journal I got from Amazon.
Ooh.
Don't hate. And it has a little library of books that you can like fill out that you read in the very beginning. And Crescent City 2 is
And then it also goes into them, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
like
has like a review of each book. So it has like the title, the author, the trope, kinks.
Ooh.
Was it worth the hype? Spiciest chapter, favorite character, stars and spice ratings. I filled it out for like the first 7 books, but then it gets to be too much. So I just wrote them down, and I didn't even color them. I just wrote them down halfway through, so I didn't forget what books I read. But yeah, Crescent City 2 is my first book this year, and
Nice.
Crescent City 3 is gonna be my first book in 2024.
No, it's not.
It
It doesn't come out until the end of January.
F, and I'm not gonna not read.
No. We're going to finish Kingmakers before we go into Crescent City.
Okay, well, F. Sad. All right, it's gonna be the first book in February of 2024.
Yeah, no, I've only read about 15. Crescent City 2, Crescent City 1. I believe I read both of them this year. They were such long books
because
that
I remember
like.
you reading them on the plane.
Oh my God, I read ACOTAR this year.
Yeah, you read. Yeah.
Right? I read ACOTAR this year? Was that this year?
Yeah, because we were on the plane to go see. Was
Carly.
that this year? Carly.
That was in March.
Dang.
April.
This year has
April. Her birthday's in April.
a lot happened this year. Jesus.
I was reading ACOTAR on the plane, right?
Yeah, and then you read Crescent City.
Silver Flames. I don't think I read all of ACOTAR this year. I think I started it last year, but I finished Silver Flames and Frost and Starlight this year for sure.
Yeah.
And then I went into Crescent City.
Mm-hmm.
So I did read both of them this year. Oh my God, my favorite read is going to be hard. Silver Flames was so good.
I absolutely love it. Cassian is just the best.
As his book is next.
See, I'm still
but it's not going to come out for a long time.
I'm still not an as girly. I'm a Cassian
I think
girly.
when his book comes out, you'll be a lot more of a him girly. I'm not saying he's going to be your favorite, but I think you'll like him a lot more when his book comes out.
He's
because you've
supposed to
had
be-
so much time with Cassian.
He's supposed to be a little freak.
Freaking the sheets.
Yeah, supposedly.
Which will match Bryce very well.
I want them to be together so bad. I ship it.
Anyways, this is not one of those podcasts. We're not going to go into there right now. Maybe we'll do that later. If you'd like to hear that, let us know.
We should do a theories. What's going to happen?
We're going
in the
to.
third book.
We're going to. That's probably going to come out in
card.
January.
Yeah.
And we're going to do the bingo
Keep an
card.
eye out for that one. Yeah.
We'll post it when we do it so that if you guys want to follow along, you can.
Make your own bingo cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Silver Flames was really good. I like Crescent City a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so much. I'm not a huge world building fan.
I absolutely love it. Give me all the details, all the things happening.
See,
all the entertainment.
Do you hear what you just said? All the things happening?
Mm-hmm.
That shit doesn't happen in world building. Nothing happens. It's literally just
information.
This building was here, and then this building was here, and this is what these do. And I'm like, okay, cool, next.
See, that's the whole story.
Next.
See, I don't like stories where there's no background information.
I agree.
It's the same
I
thing.
agree. But 700 pages of it.
The whole thing isn't world building. The first book is a lot of world building.
That's what I'm talking about.
The second book is not.
She not as bad, but like
she has to introduce the series.
Still
introduced it.
Yeah, 800 pages.
Still my favorite.
And then 900 pages for the fucking.
Still my favorite series of the three.
Really, I think ACOTAR is my favorite.
Crescent City, I think, is my favorite.
Throne of Glass is Ella's.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Throne of Glass is Sam's too.
Yeah, so my sister just finished Kingdom of Ash literally like yesterday or the day before. Yeah. And she said that is her favorite. And I was like, I
can't believe that you were not a fan of those ones.
I'm not saying I'm not a fan. Like I said, they're good books. The
Throne of ones is what I'm saying.
Oh, I like those too. I'm not saying that I don't like them. Mm-hmm. It just, ACOTAR is my favorite because it's adults. And I like adult reading. And okay, I like when there's sex, okay?
There's sex in Crescent City.
Kind of.
In 2.
Kind of.
There's only kind of in the ACOTAR ones up until Silver Flames. Silver Flames was the spiciest one out of all of them because of Cassian.
Yeah, but Mist and Fury was quite a bit too. Yeah. Wings and Ruin didn't have too much, but Mist and Fury was quite a bit.
Wings of Ruin, or whichever the second one
Mist
is.
and Fury?
The only time they had sex in that one was the freaking table covered in paint and a little.
That's not true. There was more than one.
It was like 5 seconds.
I like Reese.
Okay. Anyway, back to our
when they
books.
Fused as one person. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know what my favorite read is. Fourth Wing. We read Fourth Wing this year. Iron Flame, not really in contention because it was a good book, but but Fourth Wing was phenomenal. What? Don't
you don't want my opinion. See, I don't think
we already did a Fourth Wing thing, and you didn't say that you hated it.
I don't hate it. It's just not my favorite. Out of the 39 books that I've read this year, it's not my favorite one. Haunting and Hunting are definitely up there.
I didn't read those.
Prison Healer is up there. The first part of the Air Awakened series is up there, but I hated the last two books because my favorite character died, and I wanted to check the books. I literally DNF'd because I skimmed it. I DNF'd because my favorite character died. What other ones did I read this year that were good?
Do you like those?
Ooh, Rhapsodic was good.
Addie LaRue.
Mm-hmm. Not Hunting. Invisible Life of Addie LaRue.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. Good. That one was good. Yeah.
I don't know. What's your favorite? Pick one.
My absolute favorite?
Right now. Pick. Don't you love how I'm making you do this? But I was like, I don't know.
I'm gonna pick two. Hold on.
You're gonna pick two?
I'm gonna pick two series.
They were
all so good. So the ones here, it's easy to say the ones that I did not like. No. Boyfriend Material, Husband Material, I DNF'd.
The London Calling series.
I DNF'd them. The first one was not too bad. I don't think you would like them. It's one of those ones where it's just like, okay, and do they actually get together? This is like, they're just tiptoeing around each other for the entire book. And it's not even like cutesy, like, oh no, they like brushed hands and they're like making eye contact across the room. No, it's like, and.
Okay.
Yeah. That one I did not super love. And then the last part of Air Awakens, I read Court of the Vampire Queen. I didn't finish it.
Oh yeah, you were saying that.
Like the last maybe 3 chapters. I just wasn't about it. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
I read some of the Dark.
So you liked everything else?
I read a couple of the Dark Olympus books.
Okay.
2 of them. I read Wicked Beauty and Radiant Sin. Wicked Beauty, the best one in the series.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. I need to start those.
You have a bunch you need to read. I just take this reading list and just
Allison, no. I need to read my own books that I own because I have too many, way too many. But I only have 8 books on the way. 8 books.
Sebastian's only 8 books again.
Only 8 books.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was our 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Some really good reads, some not so good reads. I DNF'd Queen Among the Dead.
I know you keep telling me about it, and I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up.
It just
wasn't it.
It's very young adult and very okay. And
that's
you're building all of this up. I was 150 pages in and nothing had happened, and I was like, I'm not gonna read another 100 pages.
That's how I
of this.
felt about Boyfriend and Husband Material.
Yeah. So
DNF.
I DNF'd that, but yeah. So that was our 2023. Our reads, some of our favorite reads. Now we're gonna look to 2024.
Mm-hmm.
So January, February, we have a few pre-orders from our different book boxes that we're super, super looking forward to.
Yep.
So in January, we have the Bride of the Shadow King series from Illumicrate.
I saw the pictures and
they're gorgeous. Gorgeous. I'm not a huge fan of characters on the front.
Yeah.
It just depends on the art.
These
but
look really good.
They look really nice. So I'm pretty excited for that one. And then Empire of the Damned.
Mm-hmm.
That is also in January from Illumicrate. I'm so excited.
I love Jay Kristoff.
Mm-hmm.
And I cannot wait for the 3rd book to actually come out.
So you can start
them. I mean, they're huge books. It's probably going to take me forever to read them, but I don't want to have to start them and then have to wait for the 3rd book because I will hate myself. I will absolutely devour those books. Nevernight was amazing.
But we're getting Empire of the Damned, the beautiful Illumicrate version. And then for Afterlight by Illumicrate, we're getting Bride by Allie Hazelwood.
Mm-hmm.
So that is one that I've actually been looking forward to a while. It's a little bit of a darker book from Allie Hazelwood. It's not like her, bright, bubbly, grumpy sunshine books. It's
yeah.
It's a little bit darker. And the way that Afterlight is doing this shows off that darkness, and I'm so
Looks
excited.
So pretty.
It's so gorgeous.
I cannot wait.
And then the last one for January so far, because obviously they're gonna keep announcing. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Is by Fae Crate. We're gonna most likely get the Carrie Lake series that they're doing. There's 2 of them. I cannot remember what the second one is for the life of me, but I know they're doing Nocticadia,
which I already have coming
from Lit Haven.
However, the covers of these ones look so cute.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
I just might have two copies of it. Hopefully I like the book, because I think I'm going to get the second one.
The book sounds really good.
Yeah. I mean, it's like dark academia, right?
Yeah. And then February. So we both recently just from Illumicrate got oh my god, I forgot the name of the first one.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I forgot the name of the first one.
What's the second one?
Dark Star Burning Ash Falls White.
Flame like moon something.
I forgot what the first one. It's literally on the floor over there. Anyway,
oh, it's turned around. I can't see the side of it.
We're getting the second one of that one. Because it just sounds super good. I think that it's just a duology.
It is. I
think this is the second one, and then they're done.
Which I'm a fan of. I like duologies.
Me too.
It's just enough to like get into the characters in the story.
I don't mind trilogies, just sometimes they drag a little.
Yeah. And then also like super long series. You have to really keep people entertained.
Yeah. Throne of Glass it's a good series, but it was long. ACOTAR almost lost me with Frost and Starlight.
See, Frost and Starlight is just kind of like a filler, feel good.
Yeah, it pissed me off.
Yeah. I don't think it's anybody's like favorite book out of
Pissed me off. Anyway.
Yeah.
Next, I'm probably the most excited for these out of all of them is Divine Rivals from Bookish Box.
Yep.
I have been like scouring the internet for a not insanely priced Divine Rivals from either Fairy Loot or Owl Crate.
And they're absolutely
like,
insane.
Crazy priced right now, which I get it. I think that the series is supposed to be really, really good, and they're beautiful, beautiful books from both boxes. But I really can't get that many. Yeah. Like I can't spend that amount right now.
Yeah, I can't let myself spend that much money.
But I need
on
the
a single
books.
book. Yeah. So we're gonna get it from Bookish.
Yep.
Instead.
So we're gonna get it
two
from
books.
Bookish. Yep, both of them, and it's only a duology.
Yeah. Actually, perfect.
That one is done. And then, LitJoy just announced their special edition of Vampire Academy.
I'm so excited. I grew up reading these books. Absolutely loved them. I've read them, I don't know, 6 or 7 different times, the entire series. I listen to them on audio. Like, if I'm going on road trips and stuff like that, I'll re-listen to them. I am so happy they're doing special editions.
And they're going all out on these, like, author annotations. They're signed, 3-sided.
Art in the pages. Like, tip-ins.
Yep. So
I'm so happy.
I'm looking forward to that.
And that comes in a case of the school.
It comes in a case. I'm thinking about becoming a Lunicorn. Just to get early access.
I'm going to. As soon as they send out another subscription thingy, I'm going to
You don't need a subscription. Lunicorn is just $10.
I thought you had to wait for a list to pop up.
Nope. Lunicorn is different than being a LitJoy subscriber.
I thought Lunicorn, there was still a wait list.
No, I don't think so. We'll go look, but I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure Lunicorn is literally just giving them money to get early access.
Well, either way, whatever I have to do, I'm going to do it.
But that's the last one so far that we have for like look ahead for pre-orders. Is in January and February. Like I said, I'm sure there's gonna be more.
Yeah.
I know To Kill a Kingdom just came out. I don't know if I'm gonna back that one yet. I haven't decided.
So it was good. It's definitely young adult, so I don't know if you would be a huge fan of it. And there's no spice.
Okay.
It's a lot of like angst. Oh no, they're gonna fall in love. enemies to lovers type.
Okay.
But I don't think there's really any spice in it at all.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Depends on what it looks like. Because if it's gorgeous.
Because if it's pretty, I'll just replace my other book of To Kill a Kingdom on my shelves.
But I'm pretty sure that one comes out in February as well.
Yeah, by the time we have our next podcast episode, we're going to be like, oh, yeah, here's like 15 other books we're
more.
Gonna pre-order.
So with our pre-orders, I also wanted to talk about our 2024 reading goals. So I really want to read this year. I have only 8 books times a certain number coming this year, but I'm not keeping up with the amount that's coming in.
Yeah, so we need to like get on it.
Yes. So I want to start like actually reading more. So my goal, this is a crazy goal after only reading like 15 to 20 books this year. I really want to hit 100.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because this little library thingy in the notebook can fit 100 books in here. I feel like if we just hit the ground running and we hit Kingmakers and that's 6.
That's a really good start for January.
Yeah.
Kingmaker's only 5.
I thought it was 6 books. Okay,
only
well,
5.
5. And then we read Crescent City. And then we can kick it off with another series. We can have a month of like standalones where we just like plow through them.
I definitely need to do a month of standalones too.
Excuse me?
So standalones and like
100.
small duologies.
Yeah. Duologies would actually be great because we could knock out like 3 of them in a month.
So that is definitely something that I want to do.
100.
I want to hit 100. And I really, really, really also, I want to get better about putting them in Goodreads. I want to get better about leaving reviews. Because like, that's something that I've been really looking at lately when I'm looking at pre-ordering these special edition books. Reviews.
Yeah.
So I really want to get better at leaving reviews for people of the way I feel about these books. So that's something that I really want to do. And I really want to start logging in a journal like this.
Yeah.
Because this is gorgeous. And it'd make it so easy.
We should actually order these on Amazon. Have them for the first of the year when we go to do Kingmakers. And then actually write down titles, tropes. Was it worth the hype? Fill up actually the pages. That way next year.
So that we have something to talk about on here. Oops. I forgot all the books I read.
Yeah, until I looked at this, I was like, oh yeah, Spanish Love Deception was last year. What? Husband Material, like Rhapsodic.
I need to read Spanish Love Deception.
I will reread it with you. Can that count as a book of mine?
Yeah, of course. If you're reading it, then it counts. They don't have to be new books.
I will reread it. That might be one of my tops from last year.
Really?
It was so good.
Okay.
Immediately, it was one of those books, like immediately after I finished it, I wanted to pick it back up again and reread it.
Like Red, White, and Royal Blue?
Yes. Also like that book. So good.
So yeah, so that's our reading goals. Another thing that we wanted to tell you guys is we have been investing in a little side project. We are going to start.
It started out as a hobby idea, and now it has divulged into we could do so many things.
I'm really bad about that, okay? If someone's like, oh, I really like to do this thing, I'm like, let's do lots of this
all
thing.
in.
Let's
0
go.
to 100. Yeah,
let's
just
go.
Full throttle.
That's why I have 37 snakes.
Yeah. And a shit ton of special edition books. You ordered one and you went completely just went for it. Okay. Anyway, the hobby that we were gonna do is so I'm a huge fan fiction person.
I'm not, but
I've read so many, and I wanted a physical copy of Dead of Time by Shaylani. I wanted it so bad for Christmas to give to my sister and have both of us have a copy. Nobody has made it and will want to trade. So I had to Google how to bookbind fan fiction. And now this has divulged into not only all the books that I want for fan fiction, all the books my sister wants for fan fiction, but now we can also redo paperbacks we have, hardcovers.
I really want to redo our Brutal Birthright series after we're done with it.
Yeah, we can do hardcovers. I got a Cricut, so we can do foiling on them. We can do sprayed edges. We can put in little bookmarks.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I'm very
We can
excited.
make dust jackets because I have a Canva account.
So
print them off. We're going to go all out.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that is something in 2024. Look out for that because we'll be posting videos about it, about what we're doing, about our progress.
Yeah.
You know,
how to.
Yeah.
This is how we did it. Tips and tricks. And,
before and after of our books. We'll be posting lots of our mistakes because I'm sure they will be made.
Yeah. So all of you guys learn from that.
But yeah, so if that's something that you're interested in, like and subscribe. We'll be posting lots of that. But yeah.
Our first one should probably be in January-ish.
We're starting this weekend.
Well, I'm saying like the finished product, like a finished book in front of us, probably January.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Yeah. So if you're interested in that, like and subscribe. If you just want to hear more of us, that would be cool.
Yeah.
We would love to talk more.
Just ramble about books.
Yep. It's definitely a love of ours.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's all we have for you guys. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Bye.